D Prime 215 along with
Johann Sebastian.
And so Johann and I, we met, what was this, like 2015, 16. I forget the exact year, but it was at Silk City, and Mr. Green was like, it was like a show for like his Live from the Streets project.
Yep.
You were there with
Truck.
with Truck.
Yep.
And I think that's how we wound up actually like meeting.
That was a good name, man.
And I wanted to perform with like Mr. Green and all that. So like back then, fast forward to about like late 2018, we started working. Like he hit me up one day. It's like, yo, like I got beats, come through for a listening session, and came through, did that, kept in touch, and then got the ball rolling with Sacred Mantra. And he literally produced like half of the project, like 3 joints, and all from scratch too. So like real like hands-on production, not so much like I don't want to say the typical, but like the other way of like, here's a beat, and never hear from me again. It was like real like hands-on production, recording, engineering, and all that. So super dope dude, man.
Yeah, it's been fun working with you, seeing the whole project come together and all the other beats. I mean, some crazy shit today. That Haslo beat was great. So man, I'm honored to be on the project with those cats. So like we were talking about earlier, it's actually pretty easy, putting it together, because you come to these songs with a vision for what you want. Yeah. What you have a sample in mind, and we listen through, we try and find some fun parts. You let me flip it in my way, but pretty much know how you want it to sound. So we just drum it up and make it sound good. And I'm trying to move out of just like making beats and sending batches and shit. Mm-hmm. I want to be involved with the whole process and make songs from people from scratch and write with them. I'm trying to write more lyrics so I can get better at helping people with lyrics and things. Trying to expand from just the beat maker, to the whole production, top to bottom. So this has been a good step in that direction, and I enjoy getting to do a few songs on a project. It's not just one-offs,
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you, man.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And too, like when it was like the Django and Cash joint, like when like last December.
Yep.
It was up there with performing with Truck in the Bull Bay. That was up. I gotta find the footage. I think you sent it to me at one point in time. I gotta find that. That was super on the spot. It was mad hot in there too.
Yeah.
Like, they had like the light like right in my face. I was about to melt in that.
Yeah. So I helped organize this festival at Cherry Street here. It's called Tiny Room for Elephants.
Yeah.
And we have a room in there. We do programming all through the year. One thing we do is a monthly. It's called the Live from the Parlor, and we feature local producers. Eric Boss puts it on. We live stream it. We try and light it with a good lights to look good for the live stream. Yeah. So I have a project still on release with Truck North, Ali Miller, called Django. We're Django and Cash together. And so we performed. I did finger drumming and he performed. But then at the end, like I just kept one of the finger drumming things going and people were freestyling. Yeah. And it was hot, man. Figuratively and literally.
Maybe more so literally than figuratively. But
that was a good night too.
Yeah, super trill, man. So there you have it. So if you're wondering like, yo, who's that guy who produced half of Sacred Mantra? He's sitting right here, amazing producer. Just again, like, a lot of the communication. I think this is how, like, if I look at the people who I admire, like, this is how the records came together. It was a lot of, like, face-to-face conversation, ideas bouncing off each other. Yeah. And, we just did our thing. So that's that.
For real, it takes, believing in other people and finding people, and, like, it takes checking your ego, too. Because if you're going to work with other people, it means that someone's going to have to tell you're doing shit wrong. It's like, a lot of people don't want to hear that, so they can never build a team. Because they can never trust anyone. Because they don't want to hear anyone tell them they're doing anything wrong. So it takes you got to put that aside, and you got to have people around here that you can really trust, and they're looking out for your music and for you and shit. But it takes putting yourself aside a little bit, and it's a tough thing to do sometimes. So, but the more you can work with people in your team, like I say, trying to get out of one-offs, because I've done so many one-off rap sessions in my career, man. It's like, I don't know, like when someone puts a project together and really has a vision and like a whole thing together, it's like, even if it is just a single, just not just a one-off, you know, like, oh yeah, just going to the stew, you know, like a little bit of vision.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
There you have it. D Prime 215.
Philosophical, you know, put aside your ego.
Facts. Johann Sebastian, you know. So make sure you subscribe. D Prime 215. You got a YouTube too?
I'm not on YouTube, but JS_beats on Instagram. Follow me there.
Peace.
Peace.